Hello, welcome to another Chess.com podcast. I'm going to take a quick break from our mating patterns this week to show you the Games Explorer on the Chess.com website. Now, this is a game I've currently been playing, and I've loaded up the Games Explorer. And what you can do is play through your game and compare it to other games, whether they be Masters games, other games you've played, or other players' games from the website. Now I'm white in this position, and I played e4. c5 was played, so we went to a Sicilian, and I played knight f3. And notice as I go through these games, the different positions that have arisen arrive, and usually they kind of truncate down to just a few different lines. There's a static resource, and you are allowed to use this on your correspondence games. Usually by about move 10 or 12, you're pretty much off booking a lot of lines anyway, because not many people play book lines, particularly in correspondence chess, where these resources can be used. And here we see I played not a very popular move at all. I played this b2. Now if you click on b2, you can actually go through these 333 games in a lot more detail. I'm just going to click through the positions that was played. I played b2, and my opponent, it's knight's out time. He bought the f6 knight out, and then I played a move here which is second most popular, which is a bit of a trapping line actually, which is c3. I mean, looking at the database straight away, I can see that playing castles looks bad, but certainly e5 seems to get quite good reviews. Only 2 games, but I have to check them out at some point. But I played c3. If you look at the percentages, actually, it's maybe not the best line to go into in future. But let's carry on anyway. And then black's got a number of choices here. Now, as we can see, there are a couple of particularly bad lines. a6 is a bad line, and also knight takes e4. So my opponent unfortunately played the trapping line, which is knight takes e4, and we can see 68 games, and these are Masters games, let's not forget. I've played with this line, and simply queen out, and we've got this fork on the king and on the knight. Oh, by the way, yes, I play with these 3D pieces which you can play with on the Chess.com website. They might take a bit of getting used to if you're not used to them, but I like them because they're a bit more board-like, and I play a lot of over-the-board games. My opponent played knight to d7, and as we can see now, we're really coming off the line. I played queen takes e4, and then we're off book. So we're now back on our own resources. At this point I just dropped the queen back to c2, and the game has developed a few more moves, but there's no real point in using the Explorer anymore because there's no games which have gone through this line. But if we go back to queen e4, where my opponent played knight f6, let's see if he played e6, then d4 looks quite strong, and then we get down to 2 different lines. So if we click on this one from 1997 between Leo Victor and Lom Javert, we can click on that game and bring that game up in its entirety, and play through this entire game. So from our d4 position and how the game progressed. And straight away I see in this game here that the queen came back to c2, so that seems quite a natural home for when the queen gets attacked. So I'm quite happy about that. c5's played castle and king side, and in this game white celebrates his pieces, connects his rooks, and a piece up. Seems to be having quite a comfortable game here, managing to swap off a number of pieces. That's a strong move there, bringing the knight onto the e4 square because it's pinned by the white queen. White queen takes, and as soon as the queens come off when you're a piece up there, I'm sorry to say it's pretty much game over. Even though black's got quite a strong bishop here, in the end game it's not going to be strong enough. So I'm not sure how many moves this game is. Oh, we're near the end. and we see that white's able to just dominate on the king side and take off the black pawns. So that's an interesting resource you've got on the Chess.com website. So if you join and become a premium member, you do get to use this Explorer in your games, and it saves having to look up in opening books. So thank you for watching another Chess.com podcast. We're going to go back to the mating patterns next week, but thanks for watching, and I hope to hear more from you in the comments, please. Thank you very much.